Spending money on a property you don't own is crazy, right? But spending money on a property that you don't own, that you've not even signed your rent-to-rent contract on yet, that is complete insanity. Yeah, that's exactly what I did at the start. And on this video, I'm going to tell you the story, tell you what happened, and tell you what I learned so that you don't make the same mistake too. So it was my second deal. I was feeling good. You know, my first deal was generating £700-800 a month, and I was negotiating with the letting agent. And at the time, I was so keen to get the keys and start working on the property and maximize the quote unquote rent-free period that, and I built such good relationships with the agent that they actually gave me the key early and said, you know, crack on. So what happened was I got in there, I started painting and decorating the property. Not me, obviously, because I can't paint anything. But I got somebody to come and paint and decorate the property. I started replacing carpets. I was buying stuff. I was dressing stuff. I was doing feature walls. Like I'd ordered blinds. Before I knew it, I'd spent £5,000 on a property, and I wasn't sure whether it was going to go through because the letting agent, I and the landlord were going back and forth about the term, the agreement, the break clause, the termination clause, what I could do at the property. And because I was brand new, it was scary because I didn't really know what I was doing with the agreements, and I was largely guessing. And I'll never forget, I literally had spent £5,000. I'd even set up the channel manager, and I was really going to town. And I went down to the agency to hopefully close this deal on the Friday. And I was supposed to go, it was supposed to be simple, I was supposed to sign, and I didn't end up signing the deal because the landlord was pushing back on the break clauses. And I was trying to get a break clause my end for 6 months, but the agent insisted that if I was going to get a break clause, that the landlord should have the same break clause. And the whole while I'm just thinking, I've just spent £5,000 on this property. And if this deal doesn't happen, I've spent it, I've improved their property, and I've lost all my money. Now, thankfully, in the end, I had to just take a leap of faith. And it's the only deal that I've ever done where I've sacrificed the break. So because they wouldn't give me a 6-month one unless the landlord did, I decided to do a mutual one after 12 months, which meant that I had at least 12 months to get my money back. And I just had to take a leap of faith that if I did a good job, why would the landlord want to give me the property back? So what ended up happening was, thankfully, we ended up having the property for the whole term. We generated loads of income and I got lucky, but I vowed to myself right there and then, never ever start a refurb and invest in somebody else's property until the deal is done, unless you've got an amazing relationship with this person. So I've got deals now where I've done 7 deals with the landlord. I know we're good. To be fair, I've actually started managing the property before we've even signed the agreement, just because I know that we've got a verbal, you know, we've done a handshake, we've put it on an email and we're good. But when you're starting out, be mindful, because I've heard other stories of people starting the work and then having to stop. So make sure that you sign the deal. Everybody knows where they're at. Everything's transparent and honest before you start. If you found this useful, comment below. If you like real rent-to-rent stories like this from my particular journey, comment below story. I'll keep doing them and I'll see you. In fact, make sure you subscribe, all right? Before I see you. I'll see you in the next video.